Hi Leo, this is a general message and it is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. It can also work for Venus, Mars, and your North Node. Okay, it is general, so it's not going to resonate with every single Leo out there, unfortunately. If it doesn't, check one of the other signs that I mentioned. Your Moon would be how you think. It's also how you process emotions. Your rising is the energy that you emit when you enter a room, or it's like a cloak. It's like your aura. I hope that makes sense. Venus represents love and relationships. Mars is action, confidence, initiative. It's also your temperament. So if you're trying to figure out anything that's going on in that department, I would check Mars. Your North Node would be your purpose. Okay. So if you are a cross watcher, tarot is energy. So if the situation that unfolds is one that involves you, and the characters are out of place, feel free to move people where they go. Same for you, Leo. Also, take what resonates, leave the rest, because there's a lot of people watching. I don't know if all of the energy is for one specific person, one specific group of Leos, or if it's for multiple. There's no extended because it is general. It should apply to whatever message you're looking for in regards to love, work, relationships, friendships, all of that. Okay, creative projects. With that being said, let's jump in. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, higher self, divine mother and father, can we please get the strongest, most dominant energy surrounding Leo at this time, please, or available to Leo. Isis wanted to come out, which is past life energy. So this might have to do with some karma from a past life, a person from a past life, something that wasn't completed, or something that's natural to you. Okay, bottom of the deck is Isis, past life. This situation involves your past life memories. Now, the card that comes out is Green Tara, start delegating, but it did come out in the reverse. So maybe somebody needs to start helping. If you're not somebody who normally takes on responsibility, it's being asked of you to pitch in a little bit more. If it's the opposite, then yes, definitely start delegating. If you have too much on your plate, it's time to offset some of that by asking others to take on more at work, on more of a project, on more in the relationship. There needs to be a balance, reciprocity. Okay, I can't remember who else got that. Who else got it? I want to say it was Aquarius. Okay, and they are opposite from you on the zodiac wheel. Okay, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, higher self, can we please get messages for Leo? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, North Node, maybe even Jupiter. Messages for Leo. These messages are quick. I think I get like 3 to 4 messages, 3 to 4 cards. Why am I drawing a blank? Oh my goodness. Are you guys going through something where it's like you think something and then it goes away, or it's like you have a thought and it disappears? Like, yeah, I feel like there might be too much on your plate, Leo. If you're doing that, if you're doing the thing where it's like you're in the middle of a sentence and it's like, what was I getting ready to say? It could be that you have a lot on your mind, a lot on your plate, and it's time to offset some of that, okay? Anyways, I'm going to do 3 to 4 cards, and then we'll clarify with another deck and get positive affirmations. Messages for Leo, please. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, North Node. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the 3 of Cups. That's what that looks like. Whew. Why am I feeling like somebody needs a sedative? Like somebody needs to slow down. The World comes out, but it's in the reverse. So there's a cycle. Yeah, with past life at the bottom of the deck, there's a cycle that is being repeated. Like you haven't learned a lesson, or there's something that you keep doing that needs to, you need to learn how to do this thing so that you can close the cycle and not have to keep repeating it. 3 of Cups at the bottom of the deck is like, it could have something to do with your emotions. It could have something to do with learning something. It could honestly be tapping into your emotions. Somebody could be numbing themselves from feeling something, and because you're doing that, it's not allowing you to learn the lesson to close the karmic loop. Okay. What else can we tell Leo? What else can we tell Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and North Node, Leo. You might be numbing yourself by staying preoccupied, like making sure you don't feel something, making sure you don't acknowledge something by keeping busy. But it's time for you to start giving somebody else some responsibility so that you can handle the things that you need to handle. The Tower is here with the Nine of Swords. So this is the same thing as that Three of Cups, how they all kind of were drinking the cups and somebody kind of had like a shock moment where it kind of knocked them out. That's what the Tower would be. A surprise, and this is two major arcanas back to back. So something could come as a surprise or a shock to you. You could end up harming yourself in some way, shape, or form if you don't slow down, if you don't acknowledge something that needs to be acknowledged. Something is keeping somebody up late at night or causing some anxiety. There needs to be somebody needs to put an end to detachment. Bottom of the deck is the Fool with the King of Cups. Also the Ten of Swords. Again, something needs to come to an end. Somebody is choosing to be blissfully ignorant instead of standing in the power of knowledge. So, you know how they say ignorance is bliss, knowledge is power. Somebody is choosing bliss over power. Something gives somebody a little too much anxiety, like to have so much power. It could have to do with the relationship, honestly. Something about a relationship, something about, is it the home? Something may come as a shock or surprise to somebody. I feel like you're going to learn that something or somebody is the exact same as something else that you tried to leave in the past, but it's because it's a karmic cycle. This is a karmic situation where you thought it might be different, but you never closed the door, the loop, the window, and the last thing. So you have to complete it. You can't just leave something unfinished until you acknowledge the thing, the person, the job, the whatever it is that you may have tried to walk away from or sweep under the rug or numb in the past. It's always going to be there. It's going to show up in another person. It's going to show up in another job. It's going to show up over and over again. So one more card for Leo, please. It could just be a lesson too, like a lesson. I don't see pentacles, so I don't feel like it has to do with work. I don't feel like it has to do with your money. I feel like it's more a way of thinking, or it has to do with your emotions even. Yeah, because Cups is showing itself a lot. Somebody's ignoring their intuition. Like your intuition has been knocking and trying to tell you something, and somebody's been ignoring it. Bottom of the deck is the Empress. So that creative energy. It can also be the divine feminine, nurturing mother. Somebody could be pregnant, getting pregnant, or there's a project that you need to start. There's something that you need to do that fulfills the feminine side of yourself, or the nurturing, softer side of yourself. The Death card is the final card that wants to come out. Scorpio energy. It's also transformative. It can be death to a situation, death to a relationship, death to a way of doing things. It can be a rebirth also. So something coming back to life, which would make the most sense with past life and the world in reverse here. But these are both Plutonian energies, the Tower and Death. They're both major arcanas, but they're both Pluto energy, so Scorpio energy. You could be dealing with the Scorpio, have it in your chart. Or something from Scorpio season may have caused a bit of anxiety, and that thing has been plaguing your mind. There needs to be an acknowledgement of whatever it is you're trying to numb or not think about or forget, because death is literally facing all of these other things, the Nine of Swords, the Tower, and the World in reverse, right? And with death being a rebirth, the World in reverse being a cycle not being closed, and past life here, there's karma that needs to be cleared in order for you to grow and move forward. Like somebody could really be holding themselves back by not acknowledging something that really needs your attention right now, or someone. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, higher self. Messages for Leo, please. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and North Node. It could have something to do with a mother figure, a spouse, a wife. Something needs to be acknowledged before there's like an unexpected turn of events, like something you don't see coming. Uh-oh. One more time. All right. Let me clarify this for Leo, please. Let's go a little deeper. Thank you. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Coins, reciprocity. It's followed by the Hanged Man. So stagnant energy. It's like having wisdom but not being able to do anything about it, knowing something needs to happen but not being able to make the move. Wow, a lot of major arcanas here. We have the Fool with the World. So again, that needs to come to an end because now the World is in the upright. Remember, the Fool was at the bottom of the deck where it was like being blissfully ignorant, choosing to be a fool, choosing not to acknowledge something that really needs your attention. I feel like it has to do with your emotions. I feel like there's something that you swept under the rug that you didn't completely heal. And that needs to come to an end. With the World here and the Fool, it's like you're taking a risk. That bungee cord, it's like anytime you bungee jump, there is a risk. More times than not, you're okay, but there are those few times where something tragic could happen. So being the Fool in a situation where you know something requires your attention in order for you to grow, it's not going to get you it's not going to get you very far. There needs to be a change. There needs to be, and that needs to come to an end. That cycle of just doing without feeling or being or knowing and not doing something about what you know needs to come to an end. I hope that makes sense. What else can we tell Leo? I keep wanting to say Scorpio. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Cups, so some regret. Underneath that is the Moon, so that emotions, hidden emotions, because you see how the silhouette is there. It's like we can't really see that. We can't really see who it is, how she's feeling, like the look on her face. So I feel like some of you guys hide your emotions, or there are some hidden emotions that have to do with some regret or something that may have happened in the past. Seven of Coins comes out. So Seven of Coins would be planting seeds, waiting for them to grow. Some things work, other things don't. There could be a need to release something, like let something go. No, I mean, there could be that need, yes, but I feel more like somebody doesn't even realize that there is an opportunity for growth because they're just looking, they're choosing to just see the surface. They're choosing to just see this, not realizing that there's so many other things that have grown within you that are there for the taking if you choose to acknowledge them. What else? Let's get final one for Leo, please. Okay, well, they gave you a couple. Bottom of the deck is the Lovers. So a choice, Gemini energy. A soul connection. Eight of Swords and the the Hierophant. So Taurus energy. So somebody feels either locked in a situation, could be a marriage, can be a structure, a way of thinking, a religion, a job, something that is stable or has to do with your foundation, home life, connections. I feel like you feel locked into this thing when something else has been kind of like tapping on your shoulder. Something else feels more like a connection on a soul level, but you are already bound to somebody else or something else. You're already committed to something else or someone else. So that's where that pause is coming in. Can we just get one more clarifying card? Honor, please. One more clarifying card, please, for Leo. Is that chalk on your face? What's on your face? Okay, this one came out sideways. King of Swords. Okay, so trying to figure out what to detach yourself from. Do you detach yourself from this connection, or do you detach yourself from that calling on your soul? We also have Death here again, followed by the Eight of Wands. So there is somebody maybe at a distance, or there's some distance between you and a person, place, thing that you really feel you want to reconnect with, that you feel like you can grow with, that you feel a connection to. But I think there is a need to figure out what to disconnect from. Do you disconnect from the emotions, or disconnect from the current obligation or commitment? I don't know. Do you disconnect from this job and pursue another? Do you disconnect from this friendship circle and decide to be like friendless and find people as you go? You know what I mean? Do you choose to let go of this marriage and be single for a while? Like, what do you do? Let's get an affirmation for Leo, please. I can tell you this, Leo, at the end of the day, you need to know your worth. Know your worth, because the Empress would be all about nurturing and growth. So what is the thing that helps you grow? If there are options on the table for a job, which one has the most room for growth? Which one yields the highest income but allows you to have a little bit of freedom to be home with your family, or will allow you to grow within the company? If this is about a relationship, same thing. Are you guys going to go anywhere, or is it just going to stay here? Do you guys want the same things, or you know what I mean? Know your worth, and then only entertain those things. Can we get an affirmation for Leo, please? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and North Node. Honor, stop. Affirmation for Leo, please. Thank you. Bottom of the deck is I love and honor myself. The same compassion and appreciation you give others is equally, if not more, important to show yourself. Words of affirmation, accepting mistakes, and following your intuition are just some of the ways you can express and magnify self-love. The card that comes out is I am financially secure. Trust that all of your financial needs will be met. Prosperity is yours and life is plentiful, with everything essential to fulfill your desires. Remain open and receptive to all the financial opportunities that life has to offer. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Leo. I hope there was some clarity here, or something that you were able to pick up on to help you move forward on your journey of growth and self-love. If it helped at all, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And if it didn't, check one of the other signs that I mentioned, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.